Now my bottle is dry, and oh, I love all this texture. So now we're gonna zhuzh it up and make it look like a cute spring bottle. I'm using the Lapins new mold from Orchid Designs for the spring release. And I'm taking air dry clay, roll it up like a Tootsie Roll, lay it right down the middle of my mold, and I'm just using my thumbs and pushing it over that micro rim. The micro rim is such a cool part of Orchid Design molds because it helps you to expertly shape your mold, and when you cast it out of the mold, it is ready to rock and roll. You don't have to do any kind of trimming or cutting away excess clay because that micro rim does that for you. And the detail in these molds are spectacular. So I've got my cute bunny, and now I'm using the spring garden mold, and I'm gonna give the bunny a carrot. And I am doing it the same way, roll it like a Tootsie Roll, put it in the mold and use my thumbs to push it over that micro rim. You wanna get the back of it as flat and even as you can so that it will lay nicely on your surface. And I'm just gonna put it right here in the bunny's arms like he is hopping on out of the garden with that carrot. Now let's use the carrot top, and this time I rolled it in a ball because it's a different shaped mold, but I'm using my thumbs to push it over the micro rim. And then watch as I flip the mold over, because this one has a little more intricate parts. I flip the mold over and then I just roll the mold back so I can get it all out in one piece. I love the air dry clay, it's so flexible, so I can roll it over the side. Now, I'm getting to the bottom dredges of this bottle of Titebond Quick and Thick glue, and so you see where I use my scissors and I just cut it apart so I can use every drop of that glue. Use my popsicle stick and spread it on the back, and then I very lightly tap around the edges of my mold to get it to adhere, and making sure not to press out any of the beautiful details. Get that carrot top on there, fold it over there around the side of the bottle. Get all my pieces on here. Now I've got a little bit of empty space right down there on the right side of that bottle. So let's go back to the spring garden mold, and let's put a snail in there. This snail is so cute. Let's give him a spot on the bottle. Love it. Kind of like the rabbit's partner in crime. And then we have some space left right below that carrot, so let's put that cute little pea pod in there. If you have never used Orchid Design air dry clay, you owe it to yourself to use it at least once. I know you can probably find cheaper air dry clay, but oh, this clay is such a delightful experience to use. It is so soft and dreamy feeling. I love this air dry clay. When I'm finished using it, I put it in my Ziploc bag and squeeze out all of the air so it will stay nice and fresh and ready for the next time. So I did set my bottle aside and let it dry overnight because that clay is going to shrink. I've painted my bottle in the color Fresh Sage from Rethunk Junk by Laura. That dried, and now I'm gonna paint my molds. And you can see I am using a watercolor set that I get from Amazon. This set has 100 colors in it. It came with a nice variety of paint brushes, and it was about $30. A good investment, really. If I want to do a little more fussy painting, it's just the right amount of paint. I have all the colors I need. I can mix them and blend them and use just the right amount to paint these molds. Once I finished painting my molds, I did set that aside and let that paint dry. And once it dried, I pulled out my antique dark brown glaze from Rethunk Junk by Laura. And now I am going to put the dark glaze all over this bottle to just give it a lovely vintage, rustic gardeny kind of look, and it's going to really finish it off so beautifully. So I'm going to put it over, do the front of the bottle first and then the back of the bottle. I'm using a small artist brush that has more of a tapered edge because I want to get that glaze into all the nooks and crannies. So what I do a little differently than maybe what other people do with glaze is instead of using a damp cloth to wipe it back, I actually just spritz water from my fine mist spray bottle right onto the surface, then wipe it back that way. Then I have a dry brush. This is more of a flathead brush, and you know how sometimes the glaze will pool up in areas and it's tight and it's hard to get to? So if you have a clean dry brush, then you can manipulate the glaze, get it, move the pooling of the glaze around, and then get it down into the areas where you want it and get it out of the areas where you don't want it. So use a brush, a dry brush, to help with that part. So look at how the glaze just settles so beautifully into that texture that we put on at the beginning of this video. Oh, I love what the texture adds to this bottle. Once the glaze has been applied, I'm thinking it needs just one more little thing, and that's some metallic color called pixie dust, also from Wreath on Junk by Laura. Use it like a rubbing buff, only I don't have to buff it out because there's no wax. I just dip my finger into it, put a little bit here, a little bit of there, just to give it some shimmer and shine and to make it look even more vintage. My bottle is complete. I have a really cute spring floral to put in the top of it, and wait for it, here it is. Adorable.